Hey guys, how you all doing? This is NK the Smart View. So right about now, we've just gotten ourselves a fresh gameplay. Now this is a new gameplay. Right now I logged in, I just saw that my statistics and setup is at the best position, and with that we'll be starting up with our gameplay today. So let's go on. As you know, for some time we've been on the system of BET9JA Betzero 3 balls not to come odds 1.45, and we'll be going on today with a live gameplay this session. So let's commence on that. Let's begin. Now, to do this, as I stated, you need two parameters. The first is to analyze using your color statistics, then your recent draws. With that, you will be able to know what color you eliminate. Then from the two remaining colors, you know which one you will start a gameplay on. So right about today, we will be going on with the system. So let's proceed now. So first things first, looking at this, I'll be eliminating the color. A second on this. I'll be eliminating the color 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll be eliminating the color red. So playing with green and blue. Playing with green and blue, I'm eliminating the color red. So right about now, I'll be playing with green and blue. So my startup colors will be the color green. So let's go on with that. We'll be missing out on this draw, so we'll start up from the next draw. So we've eliminated firstly the color red. So from blue and green remaining, we'll be going on with the color green at the startup of the gameplay. So let's get on with this, confirm this out, and let's go. All right. Okay, so this is it right now, and we'll be starting up with the gameplay here. We actually missed this out. So analyzing your first gameplay might just be rather tactical, but we should have played 6, 27 and a 39. So playing that out 6, 27, 39, we would have won out on the first game. So as stated, using this system, you don't need to reanalyze. Whenever you go in for a gameplay, you choose your color you eliminate, you choose the color to start with, and then the numbers you chose, you will continue up with those numbers for a given period of time. That's just how it is. It's a very simple system using this for Niger Bet0 strategy. So right now we are very new on the gameplay. This is ID 4647055. We'll be playing for as much as 30 minutes. Let's see where we'll get to from here. Though this strategy is not time based, whenever your signals tell you that it's time to stop, you will stop at the gameplay. But most of the time, once you go in at an early stage, you are most likely to play for as long as 20, 30 something draws. So this is it. Second gameplay out now. All I have to do is to go and restake this right about now. So 6, 7, 6, 27 and 39. We would continue on this until two things happen. First of all, we get a period whereby the color green should either be changed or just a number will be changed. So we'll continue on the color green 6, 27, 39 while I still keep on observing my statistics and knowing when to change. But as I stated, this system is rather very good. If you meet your gameplay at such an early stage like this, you have a long way to go. We have currently eliminated the color red. In some time, we'll be bringing in the color red and taking out either green or blue. But for now, this is what we'll go on with. 6, 27 and a 39 will be the continued gameplay. So 39 was present here right about now. All we have to do now is eliminate 39 or eliminate the color green. I have to be fast on that. So right about now, I'm eliminating the color green. So I'm going over to blue and red. The start of a fresh gameplay. So let's go on that. Alright, so this is it here. 4, 7 and 10. Now exactly what I did now is what we call a change of gameplay. Now a change of gameplay goes with the fact and a stage whereby you change from a particular color into another color. At the start of this gameplay, I told you we eliminated red to play blue and green, but with statistics now, it's high time you eliminate the color green. You understand why in a very few minutes. So we want this out now. The recovery has been made. In a few minutes, you understand the reason why I just eliminated the color green. Statistics will tell you that as it stands now, the only color we should be playing is red and blue. Green is totally out for the next few minutes, and in some draws, let's say by ID 65, I will be telling you why. So this is ID 464705858. Once we get to ID 65, I will explain to you why I did so, and you will also see that on the statistics why I did so. So this has been a change of gameplay. We have eliminated green, which we started with, and right now we are going into what? Red and blue. So 4, 7, 10, we've won this out once again. 4, 7, and a 10 right about here. So let's get on. I'm having a little bit of a network error here. I should correct them shortly. So this is it right about here right now. We have eliminated the color green. We'll be going on with what? Red and blue. So for the next few draws, it's all going to be about red and blue. Color green will be out, and in the next few draws, you'll be understanding why I actually stated that. In every single condition, all you have to do is to come in, analyze for your colors. Out of the 3 colors, you take out a color. Once you're done with that, you eliminate the remaining colors, you take out one, then you get your number to go in with. So we proceed on that. So 4, 7, 10, we've won this once again. Let's continue. So as I stated, by ID 65, which is 5 draws from now, I will explain what I saw that made me eliminate the color green and start up on red. Because at this stage, if we had continued playing on the color green, these past few draws would have been disastrous for us. So you understand, there is a way to go about this. Earlier in the video, I told you something, that we are currently on a fresh gameplay. That means we are to change out from excluding green now to excluding red. So previously we were playing what? Green, 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 green. But at a stage, the gameplay changed this pattern. We had to go back to what? To playing red. So let's go 4, 7, 10. We've won this out once again. We will continue with these numbers 4, 7, and 10. As I stated, there is something in BET9JA called the last drawn, and last drawn is a period whereby a particular number was last drawn, which in the case of 4, we saw the last drawn 25 draws ago, 7 last drawn 28 draws ago, 10 15 draws ago. Now, the fact that a color or number was drawn long ago, let's say in the case of 7, which was drawn 28 draws ago, does not mean that it is ready to come soon. So if you have that idea, you discard it. The fact that a number has a last drawn of 1 does not mean it will keep rising, and the fact that a number has a last drawn of 28 does not mean that it must approach soon. It can still keep on rising. So 4, 7, and 10, we've won this out once again. We'll continue out with this. So you understand the logic here. The fact that a color or a number has a last drawn that is high does not mean that it will come immediately. Now let's go over to the all-time draw. When you look at this now on the all-time draw, you see last drawn of a number at let's check out for the highest. What's the highest here? The highest remains number 7. Is what? 29. You check it out in the 100 draws, the last drawn is also 29. But when you check out what we call the max win streak all time, this is what? 125, 100, 90, 90. In fact, it's all the way up to 90. That is what? Telling you the amount of time that a particular number can stay without coming. So 4, 7, 10, we have actually won this out once again. We proceed. So what am I trying to say? Is the fact that the max win streak session now tells you the fact of the numbers of time that a number failed to appear. So in some cases, you can go as high as 90 something. In fact, 89 is the lowest I can see so far. 89 is the lowest right about here, and that is the lowest. So you get what I'm trying to say. We have as high as 100 or something. That means this particular number now, which is the number what? 4, 7, 10. can still decide to go all the way to 100 draws. This is why you flow with what is being given. There is the hot and cold period in the game of BET9JA, and you work according to that. So 4, 7, 10, we have the number 10. Now we have to know if we'll be changing out from red to blue or from a number to another number. So let's check that out now. So we'll be checking out, we have to change over to blue. Alright, this is it. So this is how you do your recovery. This is the martingale staking pattern. In the martingale staking pattern, you look to make a recovery as immediate as possible. The longer the system goes, the much more likely you need to invest more in it. So you need a system that whenever you make a loss, you make a recovery instantly. So we've made a recovery right about now. All we need to do is to place a bet, and this is it. We are not changing these colors and number for the time being. We just left what? The color red for the color blue, and we will continue on the color blue for the time being. Now this is ID65. I want to explain the reason why I told you we have to drop green. Now let's start all the way from the bottom to the top. What can you see? On ID56 we had 3 green, ID57 3 green, ID58 3 green, ID59 3 green, ID60 4 green, 61 1 green, 62 no green, 63 no 1 green, 64 3 green, 65 4 green. Now in the case that you've decided to hold on to green, there's likely a chance that by now you would have failed. So we've actually won this out now. Let's get on to continue. We are not making any recovery here. So in the case that all the way from ID56 to ID65 you kept on trying to play green on the 4-9JA Betzero, there is likely a chance that at a very given point you would have needed so high of a martingale due to concurrently making losses over losses. The color blue now has been rather stable. You had from 57 you had 2 3 3 1 2 3 1 2 1 2, and we are currently on the color blue. The color red was at the stage 57 to 60 only having appearance once and once. We had a series of appearance on 61 to 63, and so we have a 32 here. We go in now for recovery. Let's see, are we to change the color blue? Definitely not. We are only going to change from number 32. So check this out now. The number 32. So the number 32 will be excluded right now. Let's go on with the number 38 on a recovery. So 20, 29 and 38. So as I was stating, if you check out the color green, it would have been a very big disaster on the account. The color blue has been the best pick, and the color red has been rather moderate. It only gave a massive appearance on ID 61, 62 and 63. Since then it has been rather down. But the color green, as I stated earlier on, I explained the reason why we had to leave it, and right now you can see the reason why we left the color green. Even till now it's still doing the same thing. So we continue on the gameplay. 20, 29, 38. As I explained, one thing about martingale, you can never get a system that will give you 100 over 100. 70 over 100 is very good. 80 over 100, 90 over 100 is also perfect. 100 over 100 is not that much of a feat that could be achieved, even on the long run. On the short run, it's possible for some period of time. On the long run, you need consistency. So you look for a system that can at least generate you 70%, and with 70%, in addition to a martingale system, you will get a profitable system. So that's just what this stand to tell. A system that on the long run, you will continue on it. So 20, 29 and 38, we have a 38 right about here. So continuity is the area of the game. Let's check this out on red or blue. All right, we are going over to red now. We are going over to red. All right, so this is it here. So 7, 13, and 31. There are some periods whereby you might be doing so much of flipping. As we know, we've eliminated green, so totally eliminated green, and in some cases you have to flip between red and blue. So this is it. We flipped back to red, and we will continue on red till what? We have to either change the color red or move over to a blue. So in two cases, you can either just remove the number that had an issue, very easy and very simple. It's a fast process. Or you totally eliminate the color. Like in two cases now, we've changed out from red to blue, from blue back to red. So that's how you continue on this for the period it will go on. There's some period whereby you have a rather much more smooth gameplay. Rather much more smoother gameplay. So right now, if you look at, if you had anything at all to do with the color green, it would have been a disaster. That was why I tried to start the video up with the green, so that you will see the phase of switching. So 7, 13, and a 31. So 7, 13, 31, no red appeared at all. We continue on this. So 7, 13, 31. We continue right on this. So anything that had made you, in fact, from the very beginning, I made a statement. I said that we are just finding ourselves in new gameplay. It was a very fresh gameplay because there were two statistics that proved the fact that we are going from a hot to a cold here, and from a cold to a hot here. So it was a very, very early gameplay. And in the best phase, I started with the color green to give explanation of how it is to end a phase and start another phase. If for any reason, with lack of knowledge, we still continue staking on the color green, by now all funds are gone. So it's for you to keep in mind and know the fact that the game of BET9JA goes with season. You don't just keep on staking and staking and staking. Right now we have what, the 31, but the martingale gets to cover up for this. The martingale on the long runs get to cover up for this. We are still on red. So going in now with the martingale, as I stated, you will not get 100/100. If 70 is okay and 80 is okay, 90 is okay, but consistency is the key game. There are some gameplays that are rather much more smoother and direct than the others. In some cases, you make so many changes. In other cases, you are just on a single system for an extended period of time. So 7, 13, and 46, we've won this out, and 7, 13, 46, we've won this out, and with that we'll be ending this gameplay now till a later time.